Welcome to the Traveler Channel 101. In this video, we will be flying into Cancun. We will take you to our 5-star resort, Garza Blanca. We'll show you our room, some of the restaurants, the pools, some of the other hotel attractions, and also taking you along to the government migration office while we complete our residency visas. All right, here we are at our gate getting ready to board our flight, which is just over 4 hours to Cancun. We will be flying on a 737, and luckily enough, we will be in first class for this flight. This flight does have the updated seat back entertainment system, which is really nice. They have a lot of movies on demand for you to watch. There's also this remote down here in case you are too tired or lazy to reach up for the touchscreen. This entertainment system also allows you to connect your own Bluetooth headphones, which I really like. If you ever find yourself struggling to keep your charger in the loose airplane outlets, I highly recommend getting one of these charger blocks. They fit very snugly into the outlets, and as you can see, they're not going to fall out very easily like the normal chargers, so I highly recommend one of these. Another benefit to flying in first or business class is that on any of the slightly longer flights, you're almost always going to get a meal. In this case, we have a nice salad, chicken breast, rice, a roll, and kind of like a flourless cake dessert. The other option was a penne pasta. All right, so we've landed here at the Cancun International Airport. We are jumping in a taxi and we'll be heading to Playa Mujeres. It's just about a 30-minute drive to the resort. Once you get out of kind of the downtown Cancun area, things can be pretty diverse as far as the landscaping goes and the buildings. Here you can see things are relatively run down. There's a lot of graffiti, kind of boarded up, closed up buildings. All right, we have arrived here at Garza Blanca. They have a very nice entryway. Let's head into the lobby here, get checked in, and we will check out our room. All right, here we are at the room. Let's go in and check it out. We got a 1-bedroom suite. It already looks like it's very well decorated. Here is the kitchen area. We have what looks like to be a washer and dryer here on the left. Here is a full-size refrigerator pretty much with all-inclusive items, drinks in there. Over here on the right is a full bath. There is a shower behind the door there. And then just a nice little kind of family or seating area with a decent TV. And you can see there's a pretty good sized balcony out there. Here is the master bedroom and bath. They have a nice kind of standalone bathtub there. We have dueling sinks, nice little shower area right here, and toilet, of course. Pretty good size closet, the typical safe. We did end up getting a corner room, but thankfully we'll be making up for that at the next hotel where we got the penthouse. All right, so we're down here at the pool. We are camped out just on the left there, right across from the hot tub, which no one is in at the moment. But they have a great pool area. It's actually a combination of, I don't even know, somewhere around 4 or 5 different pools. They have a variety of activities, such as different pool games. There is a pool bar, and they also have aerobics that they do at the pool on a daily basis. They also have this really cool glass frame, which is fun for taking photos at. So right now I'm just on the other side of the walk-up bar where the pool meets the beach here. And you can see they have a lot of nice chairs and umbrellas, so great place to hang out if you want to be on the beach. Tomorrow we'll go and check out the beach and the water park. All right, we're getting ready to call it a night, but I thought I'd show you the wellness center or fitness center before we go to bed. This is a very nice center. They did a great job with it. The windows here, it's dark now, but overlook the opposite of the beach side of the resort. So it's kind of just a nice green space area over there. Here's kind of the cardio section. They have a rowing machine, these treadmills on the left. And then over on the other side here, they have a variety of universal machines. Whoever put this together did a great job. They really picked out some of the best universal machines and weight machines that you can pick. I used to be a personal trainer back in the day, and these are just really nice ergonomic machines and work really well. Here are a good set of dumbbells on the left with some benches, but yeah, a very nice fitness center. They did a really nice job with it. And then your water station, and then right over here on the left is kind of like almost like a little aerobics room or yoga room with some fitness balls and that sort of thing. And then right next door here is kind of like their business center and kind of little activity room. There's some computers there on the left, just some seating or lounging areas, a nice pool table, some TVs, windows over here again. And this is also just kind of the same side of the building, just right next door to the fitness center. But we'll go and call it a night, and tomorrow we will show you the breakfast buffet. So it is morning and we are down here at the breakfast buffet. Like the rest of the hotel, they just did a great job with the design. The buffet has pretty much anything you could want. They have all kinds of just, sides and condiments, and here is a fruit section. They have over here kind of an omelet station, eggs, different types of eggs, again, all kinds of just sides, things you can add, French toast, pancakes. They have a pastry station, really pretty much anything you could want. Here is kind of look at the seating area on the inside, and they have a very nice outdoor seating area as well, which is where we are going to eat. And then after this, we are going to show you the rooftop. All right, here we are up on the rooftop. You can see they have a very nice infinity pool right at the edge of the rooftop. And then just over here on the right, they have kind of like a bar and lounge area. There's also a restaurant up here as well. But nice umbrellas and lounging area by the pool. And then if I go up to the edge here, I can show you guys the view of all the different pools that they have in the center here of the resort. And then down there you can kind of see the beach and the ocean. I think what we'll do is we will head back down there and jump in the water, and we'll go check out that little floating water park that they have down there. So down at the beach here, they have this little area where you can rent kayaks, paddle boards, snorkel gear, but overall a very nice beach. There is some seagrass here, so kind of right by the beach, it does look kind of green. Once you get out past that, it's very blue and turquoise water. But yeah, everything kind of by the beach here, there is this seagrass, as you can see, so it does make the water look kind of green, but it's actually quite clear. And here you can see their floating water park. I think my son's going to play on this for a little bit, and then we'll go in and get some dinner. All right, we are on our way to dinner. We're going to be eating at the steakhouse, but just outside the steakhouse in the hallway, they have this really cool display of some of their dry-aged steaks and cuts of meat. All right, so our two favorite restaurants here at Garza Blanca are the Japanese restaurant, which is right here. They have great outdoor seating. They also have indoor seating. And then, of course, the steakhouse, and this is the steakhouse on this side here, also has just indoor seating on the other side there. But let's go in and get our table. All right, we have our table outside, and we are waiting on this Caesar salad being made tableside. All right, I don't always show food, but this is one of their premium desserts called the Orange Tree, and it is extra cool. All right, we're going to go outside here in just a minute and show you guys some of the hotel's other attractions. But first I wanted to show you the Mexican cuisine restaurant, which is Blanca Blue. Here you can see the inside. The food is very good. All right, so we're just back outside here at the entrance of Garza Blanca. And then right over here, you can see they have this merry-go-round. When it's lit up at night like this, it looks really nice. You can ride this. I forget what the cost is. We've done it a couple of times at previous visits, but I think now they charge $5. I think at one point it was even free. Also, just out front of the entrance of the resort, they have this amphitheater area. They have music there. I believe they do weddings and stuff here and other events as well. They also have a whole number of these stores out here with great shopping, souvenirs, and that sort of thing. Right next to that covered amphitheater, they have this nice outdoor bar here, and then more of these stores. I would say they have somewhere around 10 or 11 of these nice kind of upscale stores. But we're about to call it a night, and tomorrow we'll be heading into town to hopefully get our resident visas. All right, so we are in our Uber on our way to the immigration office to obtain our visas. Here is a set of apartment buildings. You can see they have really cool murals painted on the side of them. This actually also happens to be in somewhat of kind of a rundown part of town, but there are some pretty cool things to look at along the way. All right, here we are at the immigration office. It is very busy here, a lot busier than I expected. A lot of people just kind of waiting outside. It's pretty hot, but hopefully we'll get in here pretty soon and get our visas approved. If you guys are interested in a video about obtaining residency and the process for that, let me know in the comments below and I'll put together a video. All right, so we are actually back from the immigration office. We were able to get our temporary residency visas here in Mexico. Very exciting. Like I said, if you guys are interested in the process for 2025, let me know and I will put together a video on that. We are actually now next door at Villa del Palmar. So stay tuned for the next video and we'll show you everything there is to know about Villa del Palmar. We will also be staying in one of their penthouses, so it should be pretty exciting.